Hey everybody, Jazzy here. Welcome back to the Wanda boss run in Don't Starve Together. Last time we killed Bee Queen and the Shadow Pieces, and now I'm working towards my first Fuelweaver fight. I'm hoping to get all that done this summer. While it's spring though, I want to fight a moose goose or two and grab some down feathers for weather panes. Believe it or not, we actually got a quad moose biome right next to the oasis. So once I start basing in there, it'll be really easy to grab more feathers during frog rains. The only bummer about this biome is that a couple of spawners are really close, which means if any of the mosslings from the two spawners are attacked, they will call down a single moose goose and all attach onto that one. So once Mama goes down, we have to square off against a horrifying mob of 10 angry mosslings. I'm pretty sure they all hit me once right here. I can't even mitigate the durability loss to the knight armor with the crown because I have to wear an insulating hat. This fight is really annoying. I'm probably gonna eventually just wall off the entire biome with statues and just fight them from the other side once they enrage. But after the geese have been gassed, I'm sitting on enough meat to make a half stack of meaty stew. And that will see me well into autumn. I'm going to craft 3 weather panes with a construction amulet. 10 down feathers per weather pane is really expensive, and I don't feel like spending all spring doing this. Eventually I'll want more for Crab King and Toadstool, but for now I just need 2 for Fuelweaver. By day 49, I've got everything I need to spend the rest of the year down in the caves. First, I'm going to clear the rest of the ruins, then I'll go hunt for the atrium and kill Fuelweaver. Back at the ruins, I'm setting my second backtrack watch at the station, and I can teleport back here after clearing each branch to drop off loot. I'm excited to take out these bishops now that I've got some knight armor and a backstep watch. So excited, in fact, that I ran straight at these 2 bishops before throwing on armor. Each bishop can hit for 16 years, so yeah, this would have ended me very fast. This is why I still don't trust myself to clear as old Wanda. Not quite yet. I need to practice this new workflow a bit first. But the backstep is really nice for avoiding damage from bishops. Just hit it as they're charging up their attack, and the iframes will take care of the rest. Old Wanda is way better for kiting with the backstep. Even higher damage aside, she backsteps a shorter distance, so the kiting window is much shorter and she can get back to attacking more quickly. For the stations with the bishop and knight, I was trying to take out the bishop first while dodging the knight. It combines 2 different methods of kiting at the same time, so if this seems like too much, you can always just deal with the bishop attacks while kiting the knight. It'll just cost a bit of extra knight armor. This episode was brought to you in part by Triple Gnome Station Pog. Starving? Chased by terrorbeaks? About to get zapped by a bishop? Here. Have some gnomes. By day 58, I had the ruins cleared, so now I'm gonna make another backtrack watch and go hunting for the atrium. So Wanda is an absolute treat against the tentapillars. Her alarming clock can reach the baby tentacles well beyond their attack range, so you just hit a couple of times, back off, and clear the babies. I got lucky with tentapillars, and the second one took me straight to the atrium. Ironically, I have since completely forgotten which tentapillar this one is because I have not traversed it again since day 59. So I have this backtrack that I would love to set up in the gateway room. Unfortunately, I did not bring either Lazy Explorer or Nightmare Amulet, and this atrium looks really treacherous. So what I'm gonna do is set the watch near the entrance, then backtrack to the ruins and craft a Lazy Explorer. Also, I'm gonna pick up the fossils and the key and bring those over as well. Now I need to return to the surface for a moment to grab the Fuelweaver supplies at my base. Problem is the wildfires are on and it's the middle of summer. So I'm gonna wait until close to night to go back up, and then I can spend the long night getting ready. From here I need my Shadow Hearts and Weather Panes. Then I need to make a Nightmare Amulet at the Shadow Manipulator. Fuelweaver is such a pain to plan for, and Wanda's ability to quickly travel around right here is saving me literal days of travel. And her watches are such a godsend when I show up in the atrium and realize that, I forgot one thing for the fight. But by day 62, I had everything moved into the gateway room, and I'm ready to start the fight. To get my age up, I'm gonna aggro this bishop right outside of the room and let it hit me once without armor on for a whopping 16 years of damage. Then I top off Wanda's sanity and get the party started. I'm wearing knight armor and a Bee Queen crown, and if all goes well, I shouldn't be getting hit much. For the first phase, I'll start whipping Fuelweaver and dodging the swing. I'm just making sure that I'm never standing on top of my backstep point because I'll be using that to escape the bone snare. It's great because you can keep whipping Fuelweaver while it approaches you, and it'll probably be stunned like 2 to 3 times before it can attack. Just use the backstep watch to escape the snare as it's about to smack you. For phase 2, I'm using the weather panes to keep Fuelweaver from healing, and the nightmare amulet to destroy the unseen hands. I always try to kill the last woven shadow before the last hand, because next round I want Fuelweaver to summon shadows first, and I can get in a bunch of free hits during that summoning animation before the shield goes up. Wanda can get this fight done fast. Just try not to get hit too much because, yeah, 100 damage per swing. You definitely want to get comfortable with the backstep watch before you try this on a survival world. If you get stuck in the snare, don't panic. Just wait to dodge the next swing until you can ride those iframes safely out of the snare. Fuelweaver died on day 63. I'm not much of a speedrunner, and this was definitely the earliest Fuelweaver I've ever done. So with 7 days of summer left, I think I'll just go back to the ruins and start clearing them out again. I could definitely use the practice as well as the timepieces. I was able to clear out 2 branches, but I left Ancient Guardian for next time, because before summer ends, I needed to get back upstairs and grab some cactus flowers. In autumn, I'm going to be working on Pearl's quests, and I don't want to wait another whole year to build her house. Before then, I want to go fight Dragonfly, because I haven't yet. Now with old Wanda, I could use the backstep to dodge that first swipe, then I'll do the 6 hits and dodge as usual. The backstep is hard for me to use consistently with Dragonfly for a couple of reasons. For one thing, the window to dodge is very small, and her wind-up animation is fast. So more often than not, I just don't react fast enough with the watch before she hits me. But the other annoying thing is that sometimes she would just lose aggro on me when I backstepped, which threw off the whole kiting pattern. For this fight in particular, it's all about getting in the flow of kiting. And if something interrupts that, it can be really challenging to get back into it. So I'll be kiting as usual after the first swing. Now, I didn't throw up any walls for this fight because old Wanda can actually kill a larva with just 4 hits. So unless Dragonfly is summoning repeatedly out of the same lava pool, then you can easily kill the larva as she flies to another pool. If I get more than one charging at the same time, then I'll try to freeze one of them with the ice staff. As Dragonfly is flying back towards me, I'll blow the pan flute. Then kill the remaining larva while she sleeps. If she's not awake when the final larva dies, then she won't enrage and you can just go back to the standard kiting. It's a risky fight as old Wanda, especially because Dragonfly plus a few larvae can do a lot of damage in a short amount of time. But obviously walls around the ponds will help mitigate the danger a bit. Most of the fight though, I was very close to death. I should have used the bone armor for this fight, but I got it in my head that 95% reduction was more important than the occasional negated hit. Dragonfly went down on day 74. Now, in Second Autumn, we will go look for the Lunar Island and Pearl's Island while waiting for Bearger to spawn. I am hoping to start the moonstorms by next summer, but yeah, we'll see. Hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for part 4 coming out soon. Take care.